Hello and good morning, guys. This is Andy McCann, your host here on Fitness, Food, and Finances. I want to help you live a good life now and in the future, helping you become harder to kill and sexier naked. I mean, right? Don't we all want that stuff? Anyway, so what I've got for you today, I'm going to run down things that are happening for you here at the gym. If you're not here in the gym, I got stuff for you as well. And then also stuff to be looking forward to in the future. A little bit of changes around the gym the programming I'm going to add to, and a couple other things. So this is going to be a good one. Also, I'm going to tease you with what I'm going to do next week. It's going to be a self-evaluation at home to see if you are actually healthy and fit. So the problem I run into is a lot of my fellow 50-year-olds are in that, my age group. They're like, yeah, I haven't really done anything in 30 or 40 years or longer, or maybe not 40, 20 or 30 years. And they think, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to exercise. I'm still riding off what I did in high school. The answer to that is no, you're not. So I have a good question that I'm going to do for the survival podcast community. Sean Mills and I were chatting back and forth, so I'm going to embellish on his question and answer that there. So if you listen to the survival podcast, you'll hear me on Thursday. But here's what I got for you today. So if you're in the Woodstock area and you're thinking to yourself, I want to be healthy and fit, CrossFit Garage is here for you. We are just across the street from Black Rifle Coffee, which I think is opening back up, so that's pretty cool. And our goal is to help you become the hero of your own story. We are happy, humble, helpful people who want to be healthy and fit now, as well as in our 90s. We go slow and smooth with our CrossFit journey, helping you hit the level you need. It's all about intensity and some of the common movements or the functional movements, but intensity is what you bring. It's not what we want to push at you, it's what you have that day. So everybody's intensity is different, especially when you start. Don't think to yourself, oh no, I can't do it because I'm not fit. Well, duh, that's why we do what we do. We're not fit, so we want to get fit. So start anywhere, start soon, start something. If it's not here at the garage, go somewhere else. I think the best thing you could ever do for yourself is find a individual small boutique gym that has a single owner who really wants you and the gym to succeed, because if you succeed, the gym succeeds, right? So we run the gym pretty much at a net even ratio, so I'll probably make like $2,000 in the year for the gym, especially after the landlord did a rate hike, and then I had to let the GM position go. It was hammering us too much, so we'll probably hit right around 2,000, which I don't even pay myself, so it's not much. So many of the guys who do this business, if they can make it into a business that supports their family, great. If not, it's a passion of love, and they want other people to be healthy and fit. That's what we want to do. So we want to honor your time, your money, your resources, and bring you the best thing we possibly can. This is what I would use personally. It is what I use to become healthier and fitter as I age. I am 51, and I am still kicking pretty much ass. I don't take any medicines. I can tie my own shoes. I can sit down. I can stand up. I can get off the floor. I do adventure races. So this stuff really works. Anyway, if you're not near us here in Woodstock, Georgia, but you have a home gym and you thought to yourself, I'd like to have a home gym because it's super inconvenient. It's super convenient. The inconvenience of going to the gym kind of sucks. I'd like to do it on my own right here, right now. But you find yourself not doing it. Well, we have garagefitness.online. You can find us there. It's Brandon Phillips Programming. And we have a community on Facebook. You can find all of that on our website. Right now, we're doing free memberships because we're still building it. We just launched it like right at the end of last year. So there's hiccups and there's things that don't work, and we're finding them as we go. But the strategy is never to, well, not anymore, I suppose, launch something that is totally ready with no bumps and bruises. The strategy is to launch something that is helpful and then fix it along the way. It does what it's supposed to do, but there's some minor things, tweaks that we have to make, and we're continually finding. If we waited for perfect, we would never launch it. So we've got that. You can find us on Facebook at Garage Fitness Online. Also, I don't know when this will happen on other podcasts, but for me, I'm going to post this right now. So we do have the Carnivore Challenge. So it's basically a buddy's company of mine, Smart and Simple Nutrition, and they're going to help you understand how to eat that carnivore lifestyle right now for 8 weeks, and then also into the future. So you have an 8-week program with them. There's Saturday Zoom calls. There's homework. There's other things you need to do. It's just the standard stuff you would typically do if you're looking to be better metabolically through your nutrition. And anyway, if you go to, I'll link it, but if you go to their challenge and hit the sign up, there's a reference code at the top. You just type in who referred you. So if it's CrossFit Garage, just put CrossFit Garage or Andy McCann or whatever. If you are part of another community, you can reference them. If they have nothing to do with us and you reference Timmy McTimmyson, they won't know how to go find him and help him, so don't do that. Anyway, other things. I want to give you free stuff as well. If you're not into fitness and you're thinking, wow, I've got a long way to go and I don't trust you, Andy, I can't just come in. I created 60 Easy to combat 75 Hard. I hate that thing, 75 Hard. Personally, I can do it, but I don't like streaking, where you streak and then you're done and then like you mess up and then you have to restart the whole damn thing over. That's just, it's not good. You want small steps to help you along the way. So what I did is I took my presentation, the 5 pillars, which I'm going to go over in another podcast, the 5 pillars of health and fitness and longevity, which is how you eat, sleep, move, think, and connect. And I gave you one thing you could do each month in each of those. So there's 5 of them, and there's 12 months, so that's 60. So 60 easy things. There are no rules, just read it and apply it. Stack it if you can. If not, that's okay. It's simple things like in July for, eat? It says, transition to a low-carb diet for 7 days and journal how you feel. I mean, pretty easy. How do you do that? I mean, you have to track something and go low carb, or just understand what carbs are. It's really not that tough. For think in August, read a book that inspires or educates you about personal growth. I mean, right? It's not that tough. For connect in April, complete compliment or thank someone daily for a week. I mean, it's simple stuff, but they talk about vitamin G, vitamin gratitude, as one of the best things you can do. It's a no-cost thing to help promote all of that goodness inside of your brain and heart. So if you start looking forward to and how to and where to compliment and thank people, you start looking at the world as it's the glass is half filled, so it's not a evil or a fighty world. The world is out to help you rather than out to get you. And it's much better to have that mindset of the world is out to help you. All right, if you've missed them, then shame on you. If you heard them, great. But here's what happened. I did some podcasts, put them out there for you guys. I was playing around with AI, so the last couple podcasts were a little bit unique. I did one back in December 26th about how to use AI tools. Then I thought, well, I just used them. I should show you what I did. So I took the CrossFit Level 1 manual. I dropped it into Notebook LM, and I had it auto-generate a podcast for me of the CrossFit Level 1 manual. So if you're ever interested in like getting your Level 1, then it's a pretty good little conversational thing around the Level 1 manual. And then you got the CrossFit Level 2 manual, same thing. It's that course, just in a conversational format, easy to follow and understand. Then I did another one. I said, do it for me, but put it in 11 Labs, which has been trained on my voice. And so it did a podcast with a rando fake voice, but it's not me talking. It's me training my voice to talk, and it's in there. It's really good. It sounds like me. So expanding on the idea of training AI on your voice, I took my son, Evan. He is writing a lit RPG book using AI to help him, because neither of us are very good with our words, especially writing them down. Anyway, I took his book and had my voice read it. Of course, when I did that in, Notebook LM? 11 Labs is what I used that one for. It used up all the credits I had on the system because it was so long. It's like an hour and a half read. Anyway, it's pretty good. It does sound like me. There's a couple places where it stumbles, but if it were me reading, I would have stumbled over the whole thing. I cannot read out loud. Being dyslexic, the words kind of get mixed up and it doesn't come out right when I read. I've been practicing over time, and I'm getting better, but it is not something that I enjoy doing, is reading out loud. So this fixed that for me big time. Another one was how to make your electrolytes. So there's difference in potassiums. Make sure you know what you're using. And then I threw in a super old one, just for funsies. It's a D&D live adventure. We get into the sewers. It was my dad, myself, my sister, and then my 2 sons. It's a fun little adventure. Anyway, go back, listen to it. It's kind of cool. All right, I mentioned the 5 pillars. I am going to go over this with you guys. It's a presentation I did at the Survival Podcast Fall Meetup. And I will take this, probably what I'll do is take one section at a time, so it'll be a 5-week podcast. That way I can break it apart and dive in deeper. I did it at his show or his event in about 45 minutes, and I was sort of rushed through it, so I'd like to be able to take more time. Anyway, so I'll give that to you guys. Next up, we do have the CrossFit Open coming. You may be thinking to yourself, what is a CrossFit Open? The CrossFit Open is just an opportunity to compete in a fun way against everybody in the world. If you want to be official, you pay $25 to CrossFit, you get signed up, and we will do these workouts at the gym. So they will post Oh, it looks like February 27th, March 6th, and March 13th. They will post the workouts, so we'll do them the next day. So I think that's, let me pause and look that up. Yeah, that's correct. So they'll post them on a Thursday night at, they post them at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So what is that, like 3 p.m., 4 p.m. our time? And then we'll do them on Friday. Wadify will post them and we'll all do it. So this year we're going to do it totally different. We're going to keep our class schedule like normal. And what we're going to do instead is we are going to create or follow the intramural open, which is I am going to put every single person in the gym on a team. Every team will have a leader or two. And you will get credit for doing things, not necessarily your score. So the winner of the event isn't necessarily going to be the score. That'll be a part of it, like, hey, how'd you guys score? Did you complete it, etc. But there's going to be points for participation because we just want people to get involved. Who is going to win? We already know who's going to win. The CrossFit Open, it's not us. From the gym, who's going to win? I mean, it could be a mixed bag. Most likely, it's going to be those who attend the gym the most because their fitness is going to be the best and they've practiced the most. It'll probably be Joe and Sharon at the top with Josh, maybe Andy Wilson, Chris and Skylar. Oh, and actually, there's age group options too, so I'll be in the 50 plus, so I might be able to make it some places, but in our actual gym, I'll probably fall down on the list this year. I'm still dealing with a bicep issue, and I'm just being smart with that. So you guys know the rules. Rule number 1, show up. Rule number 2, don't do anything stupid today to prevent you from showing up tomorrow. So I'm taking my bicep injury serious. I'm 51. What does that mean? I just don't do stupid things. And whatever my wife says to do, I listen to and do. She's very much into non-traditional solutions, so I love listening to her solutions. Anyway, I will go through the intramural open. I'll get some captains, and we'll create maybe 3 or 4 teams, and we'll have some fun with this thing. Next, if you guys haven't gotten on it, we do have 24/7 access to the gym. Yes, you do need a membership, and it comes with your membership. If you don't have a membership, then no, you can't have it. So if you're testing the gym out and you've not done CrossFit ever really before, no, I can't get you 24/7 access. But if you became a member and you've been with us for about a month and you feel comfortable in the gym, then yes, I can get you the 24/7 access. You use the back door to get through, and I have to set you up on a different app called UHome by UTech, and that's what helps you get through the door. And then there's a whole document that I give people that shows them, tells them everything you would need to know, like how do I turn the lights on, where's the AED, how do I get the music on, and all that. So that's this document right here. Okay, for our own use at the gym, something that I am starting, I have a couple people asking, hey, I would like to do some of these workouts at home when I can't make it to the gym. How can I do that? We also have a new member joining us, Pat, hello, and he is on the road a lot, and he's asking, hey, how do I massage the workout so that I could do it in a hotel gymnasium, not gymnasium, you know what I'm saying, a hotel fitness facility, which usually has like a machine and some dumbbells and maybe one other thing. So what CrossFit typically does, and I delete out, is they give us this at-home option. If you're watching this, you can see it. If you're not, just at the bottom, it says at home. And I'm gonna leave it in there. We're not going to explain it, we're not going to do it, but it's there, it's pretty self-explanatory. For example, this coming Monday, January 13th, that's when they'll start showing up because I already deleted them out for this week. I'm on a programming cycle that is a week ahead of you, so I see it come out on like Friday or Saturday, and then I adjust the workouts, and it's 2 weeks out. So when you guys ask me things like, hey, when's the 12 bars of Christmas? I'm like, I don't even know. I'm ahead of you in the programming in what I'm looking at so that I make sure that it's all slotted correctly for you. So that's why I don't know what's going on like the next day because I've already seen it, and it's 2 weeks old, and it's already out of my head. So what I do is I go in there and I delete out the beginner and the 55 plus option that they give because it's too sporadic and we can help you get there anyway, and it just takes up room. And then I paste in the intended stimulus. I delete out a couple other things you don't need to see, like the coaches don't like to have the warm-up up there. It's too much. They rather just write it down. They can go see it if they want to. It's still in the programming notes. And then I add things in like for reference. So today, on the 13th, we will do some hang power cleans. So I put in hang power cleans at the bottom so you can track that. And now you'll see at the very, very bottom, at home. So that's going to be there for you guys. So if you're ever at home and you're wondering what to do, you can now see that and follow along. All right, we do have 2 new shirts coming out as well. One of the shirts is designed by Jamie Thomas, who is getting her CrossFit Level 1 soon. And she'd said, Andy, your styles and picks and the colors are just not all awesome. I need more awesome, baby. I said, great, design me a shirt. So she worked with Forever Fierce to get a shirt. I don't have it up yet. They're still working on getting them posted because it's not even Monday. It's Sunday, January 5th, and I'm already doing work, and he's opening up his business on the 6th. So also Matt just had a baby, so he's like, I'm in baby mode too, so things are a little slower. So Matt, if you ever listen to our podcast, I love your stuff. Forever Fierce is awesome. Thank you for helping us with shirts. Okay, so we have that shirt, and then we have a CrossFit Open shirt that Coach Caroline picked out. So what I am trying to do is not always pick the shirt that I would like to have, because when you do that, or when I do that, we end up with super boring shirts, because I'm not a fancy picker-outer of anything. I do kind of like always lean retro 80s type of scenario, which some of you weren't even alive. So you may not get why I like that stuff. So anyway, I'm giving everybody an opportunity to pick something that they like so that we have a difference. And I will always buy the stuff that they pick, because we did a shirt with these guys. The very first shirt we did was this bright blue shirt with kind of a Hawaiian theme of CrossFit Garage. And I was like, this is dumb. I bought it. It became my favorite shirt. So I'm always into buying stuff, and we'll have that shirt up soon. Okay, next thing for you guys, on the 18th, we will have game night at my house. This week's game night, 6 p.m. my house. If you want to come, RSVP. I'll get you the address. You can come over. And we'll park in the grass, so there's enough parking for everybody. You'll see when you get here. And we're going to learn to play D&D or Dungeon Crawl Classics. So Dungeons & Dragons, you don't have to know anything. Just show up. We're going to have a good time. It is not for children, so be older, be us, be a member. You can bring your spouse, though. That's totally fine. And then we'll see how it goes and convert it to just board game night or create some D&D groups out of it. We shall see. I got about maybe 6 or 7 guys already coming. Actually, maybe more than that. I have to do a count on it. I'd love a bunch. What we will do is have a couple guys running the adventure. So you literally will be given a character sheet and say, hey, let's just play and have fun. You can read your sheet, see what you can do. Pretty much the way D&D works is, hey, I would like to, and then you just roll some dice. So it's pretty fun. And it'll be about maybe 2 or 3 hours. All right, other thing that's happening on the coach lineup. Josiah is joining us for real this time. He did some fill-in coaching and guest coaching for us, but in January we have a new schedule set up. A lot of the coaches had different things coming up, so we moved things around. Josh still has 5 a.m. Jordan will be joining him at 5 a.m. You guys have already seen him. Josh and Meredith are having a baby soon, so you'll see a lot of Jordan. Possibly Josiah and myself at 5 a.m. Josiah will pick up the 6 a.m. and every other 7:30. Caroline will be picking up every other 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. There'll be some add-ins there. We got Alan and Jordan dropping in, filling in some class schedule holes. And then Caroline will pick back up at 4 p.m. Chris will be in the evening with Alan, David, and Jennifer. So we will have a normalized schedule as we go. You'll see it's right here. One thing that I always try to do, if I put myself on a schedule at a very specific time, like, hey, I have 8:30, which I've done, what ends up happening is, not only do I have 8:30, but I have every other hole that shows up because I am the guy that fills in everything. I own the gym. I cancel my stuff to fill in when coaches say, hey, I can't come. If you're interested in being a coach here at the garage, this is the way it works. 1, you have to want to do this for fun. It is not a full-time gig where you make money to pay your mortgage. It is the type of money that you make where you can be like, I'm gonna get some more tattoos, or I want to buy something cool and fancy. Yes, we're gonna pay you. It does cost $1,000 to get your certification. If you're like, I don't want to spend $1,000, but I still want to coach, talk to me. We'll come up with a scenario. I got a couple guys where I paid for it and then I don't pay them to coach. And that's fine. You can fill in a little bit here and there. You also need to want to grow and succeed in coaching. Just like when we coach people to lift, we want your coaching to become better, like their deadlift or their clean and jerk becomes better. So I hire Coach Owen to do group sessions with us as well as individual sessions to help you grow. If you're not into growing, don't do this. Again, it's for fun. It's because you want to be on stage. It's because you want to fix your ability to talk in public. It's because you love leading people. You love teaching people. It's because you love CrossFit and you love seeing people succeed. You'll want to sign up and do that. Just let me know. I got a couple of you guys that I've talked to that might be thinking about it. We've got Matt, who is super tall and already a personal trainer, who is, I floated it by, so we shall see. Matt C. Caprione, who is a fireman and is crushing this stuff, so I floated it by him. And of course, Sharon has said, ooh, this is interesting. Of course, she is a doctor, so her time is super limited. So those are some people that are coming on board, possibly in the future. I think the only other person you'll see soon is Jamie Thomas. Will be getting her level 1 in February, going for that in level February. And you already got Alan on the schedule and David on the schedule, so you've seen them, and Jennifer. Yeah, you've seen all these guys. So shouldn't be another brand new face, but hopefully you see some brand new faces. Okay, next thing, I will be on Living Free Tennessee podcast this Monday, and then on Jack Spirko's Survival podcast this Wednesday. So if you're interested in live podcasts, they do a live via YouTube. So go on there, look for Living Free in Tennessee and the Survival podcast. You can follow along. I promised you the thing that I would be doing next week, I'll probably do it right now and then post it for next week, is I had a whole list of things that I would like to do to have that self-test at home. Am I healthy and fit? Can I do this? And then I said, hey, ChatGPT, make it better for me. So I got something written up here. I'm going to go through the whole thing. Y'all can do it one at a time. I'm also going to link it so you can just print it off. But this will be a home test you can use to say, hey, am I okay or am I in trouble? It has things in there like plank to push-up test. It says men should be able to do about 10 to 15. If you can't, you're in trouble. If you did more, great. Women should be able to do 8 to 12. If you can't, you are in trouble. This is the, snap. I am not as healthy and fit as I thought I was. This is it. I mean, another easy one is just go walk up Stowe Mountain. If you can't walk up it continuously, then you're probably in trouble. You're not going down the right road. So I'm going to give that to you guys. 2 more things. One is I am going to do a thing with you guys. If you are a member, I'm going to make this official. If you are a member, and thank you for one of you guys who pointed this out, that would make it easy, and I should have been doing this all along. If you are a member and you've got a friend you wanted to bring to the gym, just let me know. We'll get them a waiver. You can give them 1 month for free. Just let me know. I'll set them up. Here's a caveat. You need to be the one that is with them in class the first couple times to help them progress through class. So typically what happens is this. Somebody signs up. They're like, hey, I'm interested in CrossFit. I'm like, great. Let's sign you up. They're like, yeah, I saw it. I want to come do it. Have you ever done CrossFit before? No. Like, okay, I am going to pay for a coach to be your personal guide through class. So I'll pay someone like Caroline to show up with Timmy. I'm like, Timmy's coming to the 8:30 class. Will you be his personal guide? So I'll coach class. I've got everybody. Timmy has no idea what's happening. Caroline is right there with him, walking him through class, making it super easy. It's super effective. One of you guys came up with that, and it's awesome. I don't know who came up with that. I should give you credit, but I have forgotten now. So you go, you. So that's what we typically do. If someone says, hey, I have done CrossFit before, I am all good. I'm like, great, what class do you want to go to? And I just simply let the coaches know, Timmy's coming in. He's got 5 years of CrossFit experience, but it's been 3 years. They're like, perfect. So the thing is, if you know what you're doing, you're super easy to have in class. So I can just get you right in. There's no startup, there's no teardown, there's no like PT on-ramp, whatever. We just get you right in there. Here's the other way to do it that they just enlightened me on. All right, so let's say, I don't know, Pam wants to bring her friend Tina. And she's like, Tina has never done CrossFit before, or even if she has, I want to give her a month of CrossFit so she can try this with me. Perfect. I will set her up in the system. We'll get her a waiver, and then I'll give her a 1 month free membership. And then Pam is with her for at least the first 5 classes to help guide her through class and answer questions, right? So Pam becomes my one-on-one coach. And my gift to you is, hey, bring them in. I want them to be here, and it's free. The barrier to entry for your friend is super low. It doesn't cost anything. And you aren't costing me anything because you're helping them on your own, which is what you want to do anyway, right? Now, the coaches are still going to coach you. That's what we do. But you guys know, if you don't know how to do a movement, you take a lot longer to get that than someone who's been doing it. And I appreciate you guys. Like, I see this all the time. Craig and Jeff, who also I have said, hey, you ever thought about coaching? Craig and Jeff always help people out, and I love it. So we are happy, humble, helpful people. There they are helping. I love that. So you guys are always helping. It's great. Anyway, you invest in a bike. And if your friend signs up, I will return the favor back to you. Once they pay for the first month, I'll give you a free month. So it'll go back and forth, right? So it's a gift that keeps giving. I'm giving you a lot of stuff. I don't know what else I can give you to help you get people in here. I said I will do a lot of things. I give them their own private class if you want. You just let me know what I need to help, and you bring them in. If you love this, bring them. I want to help you bring them. All right, last thing is Evie and I are doing a bunch of adventure races. Randy will probably be joining us, possibly his wife, maybe a couple other people if you remember Brad McDonald. So if you're into adventure racing or want to get out and do some races, let me know. We'll do that for you. All right, guys. Hey, this is Andy McCann here at CrossFit Garage, Garage Fitness Online, Carnivore Challenge. I was about to end this here. I want to let you know, Evan, speaking of Carnivore Challenge, has been gaining weight. So this lion diet works. I'm going to do a whole podcast with him on that. If you are suffering from stuff, autoimmune issues, try the lion diet. For Evan, anecdotally, so for Evan, it has worked miracles. We listened to Michaela Peterson. It works. So we did hire him a coach, Josh Detch. You can look him up. But we also did this lion diet. He is gaining weight. So he went from 170 down to 118, and I thought, I'm going to lose my son. Tears and sadness, and what can I do? There's not enough money that I could spend to heal him. So yes, we hired a coach, because when you want to shortcut the process, hire a coach. Josh Datch's guy is like $500 a month. It is expensive, but my son is alive. So what is that worth? I mean, I would have paid him $10,000 a month had I known it was going to work, right? He also did the lion diet. That's completely free. And he's been adding foods in. So he dropped down to 118. He is now up to a record weight. Before we went to the Lenfoot hike-in, I think he said he hit 140, which is fantastic. So he's on the mend. He's adding foods. He's able to go back to college and be a normal human. Man, I love it. We just went to the Lenfoot hike-in. He hiked 5 miles, which is not smart. We probably should have thought about that and tailored that down. We had him get a ride out. He made it, and everything was okay, but he's like, man, I am so sore, because he hadn't really done anything in about 8 months. Anyway, guys, I am here to help. We are in a place in my life where Evie is graduating, the kids are out on their own, and I can dedicate to helping others, including my family. I always want to help them. But if you're part of our small community, man, I want to help. If you're part of the larger out there in the community of onlineness, if I can help you online, I will. So I've got these things that are set up and they're free for you guys. All right, guys, take care. See you tomorrow.